standing.
What's up, everybody? 5'8" dunker, vertical trainer, Andy Lloyd from Skigh Athletics, coming to you today for episode 40 of the Skigh vlog. So today is going to be progression 1 of how to jump off of 2 feet. Now, I have a video that's about 1.5 minutes that I will be elaborating on later, making a much more detailed video on. But in about 1.5 minutes, I talk about how you can instantly jump higher and correct your form off 2 feet. So go check that out. I'll add a link down below, or maybe even in this video. But it is on my channel. It is on my site as well. So today is going to be the first progression, the very first thing that I like my clients to think about before they start jumping, before they physically start jumping and applying, that 1.5 minute video, what's in there, to their jump. So the very first thing, and dunkers, jumpers, anybody comment on it. Again, this is what's worked for me, and I've worked with other people, so I'm not just throwing this out there as just hoping that it works. I've done these progressions with people. I've watched them grow through the progressions. The next person that I do it with, I will do a recording start to finish so that you guys can see it. But the first thing that I want to touch on is the second foot that comes around. So when I plan left to right, the second foot is going to be my right foot coming in. Now, a lot of people, especially with volleyball players, I see a lot of volleyball players, when they go to approach, they go chest down, and then they go both feet flat, and they bring this right foot flat, and they keep it completely forward. Now, when you do this, and especially if you're going chest down, so if you're chest down and you're going both feet forward, then your momentum is going to take your knees and push them over your toes, and that's going to cause strain right under your knees. So even if you jump off 2 feet, you can get jumper's knee, and I've seen a lot of 2-foot jumpers get jumper's knee, and they get fluid under here, and they get real tight, and they say they can't jump, and they have to sit out a couple days, maybe weeks at practice. And that's because when they gather, they go chest down and they come flat-footed, so that the first thing their body naturally does is it puts their knees over their toes, and right here the knee tries to save it, so fluid builds up. Now, you'll get rare cases where someone will be extremely upright and they'll go still flat-footed, and they'll go just like this. So right here, if you would sit in this position, there's a lot of strain on your lower back. So there's a lot of different situations, there's a lot of different predicaments that you can get yourself into if you go flat-footed for both feet, especially for the second one coming around. We'll get into the planner's foot in the next video, or in the third progression. We'll get into the first planner's foot. But for now, we're going to focus on the foot that wraps around. So the first thing that I do with my clients, the first progression that they do, so I'm going to start with the foot that I plan with, left to right. Start with your left foot facing forward. Now again, we're not going to get into this foot right away. I'm focused on the leg that wraps around. And then you want to make an L with your feet. So right now I'm heel to heel with both feet, but this right back foot is opened up. If you can see it now, it's opened up. And all I'm going to do when I bring this foot forward is I'm going to focus on turning my right foot in. Now, a lot of the times I'll draw, if it's outside, I'll put a line of chalk. You could grab anything. I have random hockey sticks in here, a jump rope. Make an angle. Again, it's that athletic 45-degree angle, so that when it comes around, you turn your foot. Now, why do that? I've had people ask, why do you turn your foot? So if I'm coming in and I go completely forward, just by doing this, just by stopping quickly right here, all the tension is going to go on ligaments and your joints and not the muscle. The moment that you turn inward, and now if I flex like this, I can feel the stress on the muscle as opposed to the joints. And if you look at some of the best 2-foot dunkers, some of the best 2-foot jumpers, you'll see their second foot wrap around and it turns in. Why? Because you want to transfer all of your horizontal energy into vertical energy, correct? So if you're going forward, now a lot of the times people say, you know, I jump out way more than I jump up. This is the reason why. It's because when you're running up to go jump and you're gathering and your chest down, even if your chest up, but most people, I would say about 85% of people who go flat-footed both ways are chest down. We get rare occurrences where someone will be chest up and then that'll be lower back pain. But a lot of the times with jumper's knee, if you're coming in and you're going flat-footed, especially with this foot that wraps around, the second leg that wraps around, and you're coming in like this, all of the strain is going on your knees. And since the strain is going on your knees, your body's just not gonna naturally go up because it's uncomfortable. So it's an uncomfortable feeling. So what is it gonna do? It's gonna send you out. Plus, just think of it logically. You want everything underneath to be in front of what's above it. So you want your toes in front of your knees and you want your knees in front of your chest. If you're the exact opposite, so if you're going flat-footed with both feet, right now everything's on top of each other, I'm just gonna go straight out. You're almost in a broad jump position when you get to that. We'll get into broad jump form, we'll get into straight vert form later in other videos, but with everything on top of each other and even in front of the other, in front of what's underneath it, which you don't want, that's what's gonna propel you out instead of up. I have this L with my feet right now. This foot doesn't move, and I'm gonna come in and just turn. Now notice, I'm not just turning my body and making both of my feet straight. This foot stays right here. If you wanna do this against the wall, you can. And notice, my hips and my chest are still parallel with you guys, with the wall. I'm just with you guys, with the camera, with that wall. And I'm just turning this foot. Again, go watch some 2-foot jumpers. Go on YouTube, slow it down, slow down. I know you can go in slow-mo. And watch, when they wrap around, you'll see that foot that wraps around turns in. So that, because again, when you're jumping, watch my other video about how to jump faster in under 2 minutes. When you're jumping, you're gonna take a long step, and then I'll show you guys the progressions. But you wanna be able to stop yourself so that you can go up instead of out. And if you come in flat-footed, and if you come in with this foot straight, you're just gonna go out instead of up. And that's my last point. If I did not say it before, coming on the ball of your foot on this right leg. Left foot goes heel to toe. Again, it's in my future videos. I won't get into it right now. But the right foot, your second planner's foot is gonna come in on the toe. Now, is my base this wide or this narrow when I jump? No. My jump isn't gonna look exactly like this. I'm just over-exaggerating right now, making sure that I understand this before I move on to anything else. So don't focus too much on anything right now other than I'm back here and I'm turning. Go in a mirror. If you have a full body mirror, do that. Again, over-exaggerate so that in your jumps, it carries over. Now right there, I didn't turn it that much. There. Again, go watch other dunkers. What I suggest as far as sets and rep counts, at one time, you could do anywhere from 3 sets for 10 to 20 reps. It's not too exhausting. And again, there's not a lot of strain or stress on your leg muscles when you're doing this. So it's something that you can do every single day. It's something that you should start thinking about. And again, watch my videos of me dunking. Watch other videos of other professional dunkers, other professional athletes. That's progression 1. So again, guys, comment down below what you think of this. If you want to see progressions 2 through 6, I believe I have. I just forget the number. I know them all, but again, comment if you want to see those. Comment what you think of this video. Go look at my 2-minute tutorial on how to jump higher. Again, in under 2 minutes, once you understand the concepts. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, sky has no limit. Let's get to work.
On the road to achievement cannot be achieved without discipline and consistency.